All right, week 16. Let's go.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see the versatile Deebo Samuel. He comes into this one fifth in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the 49ers and the Cards on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
All right, literally 1 yard away from 1,000 yards rushing on the season from Malik Cunningham.
Shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins.
Pass interference. Defense.
Wow. That was a good catch.
High call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Now a handoff up the middle. Irvin. And he's going to take this.
There's Big Bad Barry for 3 yards. Take a look at his last week. 29 for 205 and 2 touches.
On the ground last week, there was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
But, Charles, you think about their impressive record, and then you look on the screen and see some of these injuries. That makes what they've done all that more impressive.
And when one of their starters or one of their key guys can't play, they miss it, but they just say, get well. We'll hold the fort until you get back.
Oh, my goodness.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-0 the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 11 carries, 60 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments in how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him.
Simmons, great defense there.
Isaiah Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
He's having a heck of a year pass rushing this year.
Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
2nd and 9 now. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely right around there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Escaping.
Good defense. Kinlaw striking his old team with the sack.
Gets in there to drop him for
So the defense sticks up for our young quarterback.
It's also 4th down now.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage.
I bet so, man, because I haven't. We play these guys twice a year, and they've had Kittle and McCaffrey, and I know it's got to be because they've been stuck in contracts.
And his kick is indeed good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
And it's just crazy to me that they got Trey Lance as a backup. I think the second year I played him, he played a little bit. But ever since then, man, it's been this other guy. We played this guy about 5 times.
Turns his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let him put some points on the board.
Cardinal offense coming back.
All right.
Let's give you a look at the playoff.
Look at Detroit, 12-2.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens.
Yeah, they got him. They got Lance.
Subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
They're certainly going to be in the tournament, and certainly going to be a dangerous team.
What a catch by Dell! Wow! Dude, he's like freaking Spider-Man out there.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time
Big time catch by a big-time player.
And an even 57 yards through the air.
Cut that. I like cutting the videos while I'm playing. It's a lot faster. I didn't catch. I got to read what you said. Sorry, man.
A real field flipper there.
Yeah, it definitely is unheard of. Detroit's got a good young quarterback. They've had him for a couple years. And he is pretty good. I played him. I beat him in the playoffs a couple times, though.
They got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down.
Man.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that didn't work.
Things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team
3rd and 5.
steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll set up a throw.
I tried to sneak one in there. I knew nobody was covering him. I know it's not smart to throw across your body, but he's wide open.
It'll be 4th and inches. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket,
Oh.
I guess waving the arms is helpful.
We're going for it, of course.
Because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting.
Cunningham is 1 yard away
and he found the right spot for the
from 1,000 yards. First down. That was close. But we got it.
Needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down.
There's Barry. You know what time it is. Big bad Barry time.
Gotten them down here, but now when you start to lean on that running game, that's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Actually, I know they're ready for that. I'm going to try a play action.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man.
Money. The 6'8" Kuntz with touchdown.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
All right, first drive was an interception. Second drive, 3-yard touchdown pass. So, good deal.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
Again, Cunningham needs 1 yard for 1,000 yards rushing on the season. He just finished throwing his 26th touchdown pass.
Out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to be set up in the red zone.
Buda Baker, we got the ball back. McCaffrey fumbling.
There, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having.
All right, let's see if we can go ahead and capitalize on
We
this.
didn't see it happen.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery.
Big lane up the middle for Big Bad Barry. Gain is 7.
Before he's taken down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your own line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down now.
Big Bad Barry down to the 1. This old line's got creating huge holes.
On the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
It's easy just to pick them out, too.
You pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through.
All right, let's see if we can go ahead and
not so fast, not in this case.
get 6 here with Big Bad Barry. There it is. Touchdown. Big Bad Barry.
A great play there. touchdown on the year.
You heard it right, 13. Nice sweet dive in there.
And his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they?
Go ahead and upload that one. That was his 13th touchdown, man.
McCann now for the extra point.
It's amazing because of he hasn't even played.
And this one's right through to make it a
I started week 7.
The drive there
It's week 16, so not even 10 games.
And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And he's almost at 1,000 yards too after that 200-yard rushing game last week.
Now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take
good defense again. This run defense is something scary, man. God.
Really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to him. Get out there now and get some points on this drive.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Great run defense again, man. Nowhere McCaffrey. Running flat tires, buddy. Especially against Kenneth Murray, part of the Murray and Simmons law firm, man.
Certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Another run with McCaffrey on.
Oh my gosh. Come on, guys. Should have stuck the man.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, that guy has almost come up with about 3 interceptions the last 2 weeks.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll drop the throw.
Oh, what a sack! Nwosu!
The Cardinals get home for the sack. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
I'm telling you, this pass rush, I think I found a good combination. Christian Jones off one end, Nwosu off the other end. Christian Harris, I meant. He's got like a 94 acceleration as a defensive end.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Wow.
On 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Hell of a defensive play. Defensive stand right there, man.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom
of the NFC, but when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we
There we go.
I mentioned it, and I upset them.
6 out of 7, 83 yards. A touchdown and a pick.
And I was reminded,
Not bad.
this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On second down,
There's
Irving.
Barry.
Get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of
Following,
5.
running right up his O-line's back.
Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
Wide open. What a catch for Dell.
Right side, he's got his
Man, his second big catch.
23 yards, the final tally.
Man.
Some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Pressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved on.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 8.
And gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ah, dang it, man. I got pressured. Man. Tried to step up in the pocket and throw it over him. It didn't work.
They come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The drive begins with a run.
Good defense, though. Kenneth Murray again.
42.
Coming up big.
A yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Uchenna Nwosu able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Wow, what an interception. Trayvon Mullen.
Take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Let's go. Let's go right here.
Yeah, he's definitely a good one, man. I can tell you that. He's a good one if you develop him.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Yeah, I know, man. He had a lot of potential coming out of Clemson, right? I think. Good run.
8 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Back to throw.
Finding his target is Trey McBride. And
McBride.
on the other side of midfield.
Disheartening throwing those 2 picks, but it is what it is.
For them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. They'll try and run right on the option.
All right, with that run, he crosses 1,000 yards rushing on the season. Congratulations.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball.
Yeah, they do. They're usually what caused the comebacks on me, actually.
They'll run on first down. Irving. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
There we go. Dell showing a little speed. No, the funny thing is, actually, with Big Bad Barry, he's kind of taken over. I haven't needed Dylan, actually. I'm actually thinking about getting rid of him because my 2 backs I got, basically Dylan's just insurance right now because these 2 guys are young.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will
there we go, another first down.
He does have the first down. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards.
And with Cunningham over 1,000 yards.
Nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down.
And 3,000 yards passing. It's been a crazy season, man. It's been awesome.
His coaching staff, because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that.
And this is easy yardage right here.
On first down, Irving. And he's going to
God.
get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously.
Yeah, I know.
You're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front.
Usually it comes down to 1 block, pretty much.
They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
There, first down.
Outside of the 10 at the 11. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And the cool thing is I set the record for rushing yards in a season with James Conner. And I know that I could easily break that with this guy if I run it enough. I like passing too, so.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw.
There's Cunningham. Touchdown, baby. Nice.
Touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's unbelievable. Yeah, well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though?
Well-oiled machine is right.
They're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in
Exactly,
every direction,
yeah.
and they have no answers thus far.
McCann for the point after.
And that's a good strategy.
And it's 21-3.
I find myself sometimes against the good run defenses having to pass to set up the run. They work hand in hand, though. Or if I'm setting up the run, like inside runs, what I do is I spread them out. I throw RPOs to the outside just to try to keep the defense spread. Then before you know it, the middle is wide open.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field as the offense comes.
Man, Detroit might be a problem. We lost to Minnesota. Detroit handled them pretty easy. Smart football. Fundamentals.
There's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive.
Oh, man.
Find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Good defense. West defense has been all over that quarterback.
And playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the
Bryce Young, I think his name is.
When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And they'll get him.
Bryce Young out of Ohio State.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they can just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
I know, man.
They take a shot downfield there.
It gets to a point where it's ridiculous, dude. Nobody moves that damn fast.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
I knew it. Wide freaking open my guy, too.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
I would love to see the players running as fast as these guys do. After every freaking play.
Finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. Now another
all right, they got one timeout left. We're going to go cover 3, flat probably. Cover 3 sky. I'm going to go cover 6.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back.
I doubt they're going to run the ball here, so
back to throw again.
Cover the middle.
Being chased down.
Yep.
And he'll just throw this
good D.
The security crew incomplete here.
Nice job escaping the pocket.
Cover 3 seam.
Downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Ah.
And he holds it in.
Wow, that was a good catch. I'll give it to him. That was nice. Sky Moore.
Sky Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21.
Kansas City 15-1. Last year they went 15-2. That's who we played in the Super Bowl. It was close. I couldn't challenge though. Yes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the...
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
Oh, that's cool, man. Heck yeah, it's always good to see other fans.
They'll try.
Oh, we got a late hit, maybe. We got a late hit. Of course not. God. Harrison. I'm looking for his replacement.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Looking to throw.
Wide open. There's that man again.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. The Cardinals going to use the first.
Closing in on 1,000 yards and 100 catches.
28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
No, you're right. Never. Every time the computer even gets touched or breathed on, it's about like playing Tom Brady.
Second down and inches.
There's the 6'8" tight end.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on
Go ahead and
first
spike
and
that one. Just trying to, hopefully I can get some good field position. Hold on a minute. I see something here.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, boy, he got nailed. I had to throw it to him, though.
That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Dang, man.
49ers get there. And they're going to take a
Well,
timeout defensively. So with fourth down,
there goes that.
They go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On fourth down, Matt arises, sent on to punt. He was only asked to punt once
Dang,
in the
nice
victory
punt.
last week as he sends this one away.
All right, that's halftime, guys. We're going to take a quick break like usual. Coming in on New Year's Eve here, buddy. Hope everybody's having a great New Year's. And Happy New Year to everybody. Be back shortly.
Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. DJ Moore, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Niners, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
All right, third quarter, almost a new year, guys. Let's start it right.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of...
Happy New Year. Thank you, man.
So far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Second and 2.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now back to throw.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 5 yards remain on second down.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for the end zone.
And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
They'll look to throw here. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Oh, here we go with the computer comeback.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game.
Ah, man. Got in.
Alec Ingold taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
McCaffrey will try to run it in. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Irving. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
All right, first down.
9 yards.
Sidney Colbert.
And it's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field.
Oh, goes Cunningham. First down. 4 for 39 today.
The decision to keep it turns
Oh,
out to
the
be a good
freaking coach gets into a little celebration there. That's pretty cool.
Once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Always on the deep ball.
The challenge and setting him back on the sand.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he can escape the pocket.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Moore.
There's Rondale Moore. First down.
It's all said and done.
Big game.
Letdown defensively. That was
25.
But they allow the conversion.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And
There's the big man, Kuntz.
Into a first down.
And he's brought down inside the 20.
Tell you what, he's been surprisingly good.
Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there.
Picked up as just a random free agent to fill the roster.
On second down now.
There we go. Good run.
Get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Oh, Big Bad Barry getting involved in the passing game.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Man, smothered. Oh, that's not good. That's our X Factor left guard right there.
We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Hopefully he's all right.
Unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Looked like a back injury. I hope it's nothing terrible.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Colbert, and he's brought down short. 2 yards there.
2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in the big way. I think doubling him has him be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
McCann's kick is good, and that'll push
All right.
the lead up to 8.
Up by 8
so
now.
Nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it.
I'm going to substitute him until he's ready to come back. I ain't forcing him back that quick. Oh, man, 7 minutes until New Year's. Happy New Year to everybody watching. I'm going to get off here shortly. I'll leave the stream running, but probably be about 15-20 minutes to hanging out with the family, of course.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
Oh, man, I thought I had that too. Come on, boys.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receivers.
Oh, look at that defense, though. Smothering. Christian Harris in there.
Fifth time this game, multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Back to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel.
What the heck? What a touchdown catch. Deebo.
A 20-yard touchdown.
Still got it.
49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Heck yeah, buddy. Almost. Rocky, Happy New Year, man.
Probably the exact size foot necessary.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be
Thank
verified
God we're reviewing.
upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Yeah, they're giving him the touchdown, I figured.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stays.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a
Since
touchdown.
I don't know if they're going to run.
Review, so they had it right.
Now the 49ers electing to lead the offense out there and go
They
for
might.
2.
Which I'll be screwed if they do.
They'll
But
try and throw for it.
got him.
To go here, he lost the football.
All right. Good stop again. That's their second straight 2-point try.
They remain down by 2 points.
All right, guys, we're going to pause it to try to
I'm okay with it. Maybe
sit over
first
here
or
with
second,
family
you
for a little
don't. I don't
bit.
know. What do you think?
Yeah,
And I'll get back to it. I'm going to let the stream
Again, I
run,
think
but
you come
Happy
back
New Year,
to-
guys.
I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Happy New Year's, guys.
don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And one more time, that's Watkins.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On second down, Irving.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Able to get this one to McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about 1 yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On the move past the 40.
Man, another injured lineman. Come on, guys.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They'll run on first down. Irving able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. On first down, Irving. And he will get
Diving through the sky like a bird for the touchdown is 14.
Great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Cards will add to their 4th quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
McCann now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Back to throw here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They'll drop to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Again, he'll drop to throw. And returns it right back to Samuel. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw again. Complete to the tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
What a hit. Marco Wilson comes up with the recovery.
Hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding, offense.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Eluding the nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, the defense just ripping through the 49ers.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Going underneath for Lewis. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The fullback dive held up short, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Second down and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd and 5. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that should have been a pick. Should have been a
Free
pick.
safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Mike. Dame man guilty on that one.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw again. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
That pass complete to Moore. And he has a big gain inside.
What's up, Drew? How you doing, bud?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Glad to hear, man. Wow, he got hit with the face mask.
Those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Over the middle to Kittle, complete. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long. And it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
And this one is
Good deal. I appreciate you watching, man, or stopping by. Thanks for doing that, man. We're trying to get, we just crossed the 650 mark. Darn it, I do that every time. Today, next is obviously 660. Been doing pretty well. If you guys like what you see, please feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.
Seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 2nd down now, Irving. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
On 3rd down, Irving. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They'll try and run for it. And he dives forward.
There we go. That'll do it, guys. Another W.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Cards, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
Happy New Year to you too. Thank you, man. Thank you guys for coming by. Oh, you know it, buddy. You know it, Cheese. Happy New Year, brother. Yes, Big Bad Barry. All right, we got a special guy coming up to the roster. Horace Nevercracker from Monster House. This is our new guy. What you guys think? I'm I'm thinking about it. I got you, man. I got you. I would like to run 17. I'm just looking through the roster right now. Week 18 is the big matchup. We got the Chiefs at Arrowhead, so I would like to get through 17. Down in Ohio. I hear you. I hear you. I'm trying to decide who I want to actually re-sign, man. I want to say, I would like to get this guy. Keep him as a middle linebacker. Kinlaw, 30 years old, 31. This guy, I think, could be special one time. At some point. He wants 2 years. I'll probably be able to sign him in free agency. Probably, I don't know if I'll re-sign him or not. This guy, I think, could be a good linebacker, but he's already 26. I mean, he'd be a good backup, I guess. I'll wait on it. I'm going to sign him. All right, we got the number 2 spot so far. Looks like Detroit's going to have the first round bye. Still debating on starting week 17 or not. All right, we'll give it a few minutes for me to decide here. All right. But Happy New Year if you just joined us. Being sus, huh? Oh man, you gotta love it, right? Alright, let's see here. I'm about done. Of course, signing a defensive tackle screwed up my roster set, so now I gotta look at that. Okay, almost set here, guys. Go ahead and get the screen up there. I'm gonna hit the save point. Playing the Dolphins, they got a good running back, being Robinson. We're going to be wearing our black, not that one. We'll be wearing this one. All right, bear with me another minute here. All right, here we go. Week 17.
It's week 17 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on the Cardinals' electric quarterback as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Cards and the Dolphins, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals.
All right, week 17, guys. This is the last one for the night. Happy New Year.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here for a high-profile NFL contest, especially in terms of the ground games, Charles. I mean, we should be in for a heavy dose of running the ball this week. You've got the top rushing attack in the NFL against another top 5 rushing attack in the National Football League.
And if you like two teams that just love to run the football, to drive their offenses, you've come to the right place because we've got a nice old-school battle of wills in the trenches in this one.
All right, crowd's rocking. We're ready to go. Get this thing kicked off.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run.
Of course, they have a top 5 rushing team, but we have a number 1 rated run defense averaging 83 yards a game.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
All right, that was close, but we stopped them. 4th down.
Maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 22.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Off the RPO, he completes it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. The Cardinals hit 11-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, shoot, it is. Should I go ahead and restart it and just, I'll keep the game where it's at. I'll just restart the stream.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
All right, we'll just stick with it. We'll stick with it. It'll be all right.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
It's okay.
On 2nd down.
There we go.
Get it inside the 40 to the 30.
Big bad Barry.
7 yards there at a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Yeah, buddy. All right, they got a safety X factor too, or a superstar. 2 safeties.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going deep here for Watkins.
Oh, almost got that guy. Almost burned him.
A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
They are such a talented
Yeah, you are,
team.
man. I appreciate you. You've been a trooper today, man.
To the outside, great confidence, great skill.
Yes, Morgan, that's him. Almost got him.
He'll try again with the arm here on
Underneath stuff looks like it's going to be open today.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch.
All right, they're bringing the
Still an
blitz.
effective gain, nonetheless.
Safety. Let's see what we got here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, shit.
It's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Dadgummit, man. God, that's such a pain in the butt.
At their own 33. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine it's something
yeah, you
can
are.
live with in December, but not come January.
I had to get that out of the way, I guess.
Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead.
Oh, there's Harris. Oh, come on.
Because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. Different pass rushes are designed for different things.
Yes.
Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback.
Welcome, everybody.
Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Oh, look at that defense. There he is. The all-pro McMillan. Mullen.
They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Oh, he's got to rush it. Oh, shoot.
35. And he's going to be out of bounds.
Gosh.
Inside the
You got me that
25-yard line.
Lowry.
Play there for Miami. 40
43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure
Harris is getting back there, man.
The way they flip field
He might have a
position.
big game. I know it was a completed pass, but
Picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
over the top. Good
Pass
defense.
incomplete, but the flag in the backfield.
Yeah, I
This
know
might
it.
be a roughing call.
Personal foul.
What? Is it Harris again? Yes, it is.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle.
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Will Lutz on for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that.
Oh, my gosh. He's wide open, man.
Let's
Go back to Big Bad Barry. Let's see what we can do here.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Irving. And tough going there as he'll only get up to about the 31.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Yeah, no.
They come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to
Some people I think are scared to talk. They're afraid to be
6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
communicating, I guess. I don't know.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was called on 3 times in the ring last week as his first one years away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Isaiah Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Run defense is doing pretty good, huh? We're going to run overload 3 seam here.
3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here.
Back everybody up, make it look like it's a... Might even pull Simmons back, cover this hole.
3rd and long,
Yeah.
look to throw.
Cross.
He sets to fire deep.
Oh, all right, we'll take that.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
All right. Set a block.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50.
And what is the flag here now? Dude, I'm getting hit for everything.
Holding.
God bless. Come on, Cameron.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every
Yeah,
time.
it definitely is. Really good field position.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Definitely. Their tackles are a lot better than the 49ers were.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Hold on, man.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Let's see this. Kids are having a good time back there.
They'll look to throw.
There we go.
And it's McBride complete.
McBride. First
He's
down.
able to get it by 20. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers.
There's a good run.
Take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Oh, yeah. Big Bad Barry.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Irving has some strong running there.
There's Big Barry with a big run.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And they're knocking on the door.
What a run, man. The guy's a freak of nature. Quick 11 yards with a spin.
That go around, a first down as well.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Let's go get it now. Do your thing. Come on, let's go. Let's dominate.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Got it. Ready?
Just me and you, buddy.
Irving, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there.
Oh, how is that? Touchdown.
Arizona, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year and 12th overall. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time a 9-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Miami set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Check right. Next way.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Go.
To throw again on second down. Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. To throw again on second down. Tua. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here.
Oh, yeah. Finally got one our way.
Up the middle they go. Irving. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Now that was a designed run. Now remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
How you doing, Rocket?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Good. I'm glad to hear that, man. Welcome to the stream.
You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy, we're going for it. We got a big game. The last game of the year is versus Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium. So this is like a warm-up for that.
That we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Yeah, man, we do.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the 1st half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely on the road. We'll get there one of these days.
Going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge a successful one. Tua to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So no gain on the play.
There's that defense.
Tua going to try and go quickly here. Throwing again on second down. Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking.
I'm surprised Tyreek Hill's still playing.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got
what a hit.
Set up shop at the 32-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
For sure, man. You've seen that screenplay. He's a special player. No average player is going to make a play like that.
He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally...
I'm not going to be greedy. We're going to punt this.
Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 40-yard punt. 6 yards on the return, and control of the football.
All I needed was a touchdown. That game.
Time remaining until the half.
I think by the end of the season, though, they'll do an auto.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so
They'll automatically move him up. I just have a feeling. Because he's too good not to be a superstar.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, the final shot before half. And that one off the mark.
All right.
Incomplete.
Good first half there.
Here on New Year's Eve. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Desmond Ridder has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off.
It was a good, tight first half, too.
Over the visiting Jaguars. The Chargers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown reception. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Miami. And they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielding just outside the goal line.
Good spin move.
Not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see.
I bet you it's because my TV's up too loud.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
All right, how is that? That better?
An incomplete pass on first down.
I like the Cardinals. I'm not a big fan. My favorite team's the Chicago Bears.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Oh, Barry busting it off a big run. He's still going, guys. Big bad Barry.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26.
He's got to dance after that one.
Boy, the offensive line
So
there, that was a
dab
thing
on
of
it.
beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front.
I knew he'd show up. He's pushing guys around now. You know it's business time. Watch him. Get out of my way, little guy.
Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing
I'll
on
upload that.
point. The run even
Simply
better.
BBBBB. Week 17. First Dolphins. That was a nice run. I thought it was going to be another 75-yard touchdown.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
How about we'll run it? I ain't running no reverse. We'll run a touch pass. If it pops up in the plays, I will. However.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
There we go. There's Dell.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a
That's an easy completion, too, so helps with the stats.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here.
Oh my God.
It's intercepted.
Freaking undercut, man.
And the Dolphins will
I
take
hate that.
over here as they get it up to
I think it has a lot to do with the
43-yard line.
receiver. Like, as far as the
So an
awareness and
opening
stuff.
drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time he spent in the locker room.
But he
what
knew
you
the ball was
expected to do
coming.
in the second
God
half.
dang.
Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
Yeah, it probably
They did
is.
a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Tua, out route to Hill, complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Here's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position.
Be right back. Had to handle some daddy stuff. I'll be right back.
If that turnover takes place there, now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
He's going to keep this again. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Irving. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down now, Irving. And he gets it down to the 32. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got his open man, it's Carr. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Irving, and he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Irving, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They're going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he is out of bounds up past the 10.
Holding offense.
Oh, is that a safety? Oh, my God, it's a safety.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have retaken a third-quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Irving, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. He'll decide to keep this once more. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Gotcha, buddy. As soon as I finish this one up, I'm going to bed too. So we'll see you tomorrow, man. Have a good night, man.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a good job of finding the open space.
You too, man. Happy New Year. Good night, brother.
30 here. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Yeah, I think I'll just cut the rest of the highlights up. Good night, man. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream.